Have you ever been scrolling for houses and wished you could see what was coming up before everyone else? Well, Zillow just dropped a new feature that does pretty much that. And honestly, it's sending massive shockwaves through the entire real estate industry. So let's get into it and figure out what this preview thing is all about.
And yeah, when I say shockwaves, I'm not kidding. This quote from Zillow's CEO, Jeremy Waxman, just nails it. The reaction to this launch wasn't just big, it was instant. And like he says, it's undeniable. We're going to dig into what that signal really is and why everyone, and I mean everyone, is paying attention.
Okay, so how does this actually work? For you or me just scrolling through Zillow on a Tuesday night. Let's break down the mechanics of what preview actually means when you're looking for a house. All right, the key idea to wrap your head around here is the pre-market listing. For decades, right, the MLS has been the official starting line for almost every home sale. Zillow is basically creating a new public window, a sneak peek into homes before they even get to that starting line. This is a huge shift in how this information gets out there. So for you, the home buyer, it looks like this. You're scrolling and you see a house with a little preview tag on it. You can click on it, see the photos, check the details, you can even save it. But, and this is the important part, you can't tour it yet. Once the seller is ready and that home officially hits the MLS, that's when you get the green light to call up an agent and go see it. It basically creates this new window shopping period. Now, Zillow didn't just launch this and hope for the best. Nope. The really wild part of this whole story is how fast the biggest names in real estate literally jumped on board. It wasn't a slow trickle, it was a full-on stampede. And just think about the confidence here. On day one, this wasn't some tiny pilot program. Zillow rolled this out with 5 of the industry's absolute heaviest hitters already signed on. We're talking massive brands like Keller Williams and RE/MAX. It was a huge statement right from the get-go. And this right here, this is that undeniable signal we were talking about. In just over a week, the number of major partners exploded from 5 to 29. That kind of speed, that level of adoption is practically unheard of. And it wasn't just any firm signing up. I mean, look at this list. We are not talking about small local shops here. You've got luxury brands like Ingalls & Volkers, huge global networks, and even Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. The biggest, most influential players in the game are all in. So why is everyone rushing to do this? Well, this quote from the CEO of Ingalls & Volkers gives us a pretty good clue. It's all about strategy. For these big companies, Preview is a new tool in their toolkit. It's a way to have a more tailored approach, to build up some early buzz and test the waters before going wide on the MLS. But, with any big change like this, there's always another side to the coin. And while all the big firms are celebrating, this is creating some serious new tension in the industry. People are getting worried about the unintended consequences. This really lays out the new divide perfectly. If you're a big firm partnered with Zillow, Preview is this amazing new marketing tool. It helps you get listings and it helps you attract the best agents. But if you're a smaller, independent shop that doesn't have access, well, now you're at a huge disadvantage. You just can't offer what your competitors can. An industry expert, Russ Cafano, just puts it so bluntly here. The biggest fear is that this feature isn't just about selling houses anymore. It's about poaching talent. It's a tool that lets the big firms get even bigger. And this is the exact scenario that's keeping small brokerage owners up at night. Imagine you're an agent. You've got a great listing, but your seller is demanding to be on Zillow Preview. If your current company isn't a partner, what do? You either risk losing that client, or you jump ship to a brokerage that can give you the tools you need to compete. It's a tough spot. Now, as huge as this Zillow move is, it's so important to understand they are not the only ones playing this game. This is part of a much bigger industry-wide race to control these pre-market listings. Zillow isn't acting alone here. Just look at this timeline. It's an absolute frenzy. In just a couple of weeks, you have Compass teaming up with Redfin, Howard Hanna launching its own thing, then Zillow drops Preview. And then, literally the very next day, another giant, eXp Realty, announces a similar deal with Homes.com. Everybody is scrambling to plant their flag in this new pre-market world. So, after all of that, where does this leave us? We've got this massive tech shift, we've got all the big players rushing in, and we've got this potential for a huge shakeup between the big and small companies. It all really boils down to one big, lingering question. So, if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's this. Getting a home in front of people before it hits the market used to be a niche little trick.
a coming soon sign or a quiet email. Now it's becoming a mainstream, high-tech strategy, and it's being driven by the most powerful companies in the business. And that brings us to the final, really provocative question. For like 100 years, the MLS has been the source of truth, the one central place for real estate. But if all the important marketing, all the buzz, all the excitement happens before a house even gets there, what does that mean for its future? As pre-market becomes the new normal, is the MLS itself, the very foundation of the market, at risk?